What's up, guys? This is Kakor in TCG, and today I wanted to talk about Great Nature. So, for those who don't know, Great Nature was the first deck that I won a pretty big event with, and at the time I was kind of losing motivation, not only as a competitive player, but as a content creator. I felt like none of my videos were doing well, and not only did I win that tournament with Great Nature, but that video that I put out for that deck profile is till this day still one of my best performing videos. So it has a special place in my heart, not only as a player, but as a content creator. So today I wanted to break down the clan and help you guys start to formulate your own opinions on Great Nature. And then, of course, if you guys are looking for a one-stop net deck shop, there will be a section in the video where I show you my list, and you guys even get to see some gameplay. So let's go ahead and break down Great Nature. Okay, so here is what I would consider to be the core of the Great Nature deck. By core, I mean basically if you're playing this deck, you should be playing these pieces. No matter how you play this Legion version of the deck, I feel like these pieces will help you maximize your Great Nature wins. But also these pieces show, as they are kind of some of the strongest cards in the deck, they still show you some of the faults that Great Nature has. So it tends not to have the best defense because you gotta retire your rear guards at the end of the turn when you give them that 4k boost. So you'll often have times where you won't have double intercept unless you can build your deck and set up around it. And that's what this tries to do. So the grade ones, I'll be quick. PGs, play them. If you new PGs, is basically means you're looking for more counterblast, but it's risky because if they push you to 5 really fast, that means there's not a lot of room for error, and frankly you're not going to be able to do your CB to retire as much as you would probably want to, because you're going to be at 5 damage with 1 intercept. It feels bad. And since I kind of rounded off my testing, I have found that old PGs just kind of work well for me. Next, we have our kind of draw kit in the grade 1s, cards that help you plus. We have Taping Cat, which it's a Legion deck, so you're going to want to play this kind of skill. I've opted for 2. I think 1 to 3 of these is fair game, especially if you're really Legion reliant. If you can fit in 3, more power to you. You'll have a really good time, but it just doesn't scale, so keep that in mind. And of course, Duckbill. And he's going to be your main playmaker as far as a grade 1 goes. He's going to work well with your Guru Wolf. He's going to work with your Melodica, well, not your Melodica Cat, but your Vocal Chicken. And he's 7k, so he scales. Really important. There's even argument to be made to play 4 of these. And yeah, you should be playing it. In the grade 3s, I'll kind of skip around here. We got the Guru Tiger. The reason why I like this one over the Tester Fox, I think he is core because he has a Leopold skill for a Persona Blast. So discard a copy in the hand, and then you can target 2 cards, and if they get retired, they'll come back at the end of turn. This means you can have 2 intercepts and still do your skill. Really good. It's got a couple other effects, and most importantly, it's got the restand on act, which means I swing and I can restand rather than I swing, I hit, and I restand. So it functions better as a finisher rather than just a early to mid game pressure tool. So just some food for thought. And of course, Vocal Chicken. Because this deck kind of functions similar to Polaris, in that you're restanding on act, and you're going to want to keep using that restand as much as possible. Having double intercept in a turn, it can be nice at times. So Vocal Chicken is a 10k, which means it scales properly. So it'll be 14k with 1 4k boost with a Duckbill that is 21k. That's perfect column numbers. And at the end of the turn, you can CB1 and find yourself a Melodica Cat. So you can find yourself an intercept. Outside of that, I think you got some wiggle room on the last 5 grade 3s. That's just my take. In the grade 2s, 3 and 3 copies of Legion Mates, pretty important. It's going to make sure that you can Legion. And I had a peer who's also testing Great Nature tested 2 copies of Researcher Fox. It's a no-go. You're going to want to play at least 3 of these. So there's that. Your best grade 2 is Binoculus Tiger because he is the playmaker in the grade 2 section. So he's going to boost your Hamskays. He's going to make sure that your your Assistant Wolf hits 20k in the early game, so he just helps create really good numbers. And he's an intercept, so he's kind of cool. Uh, Guru Wolf is like your new like combo piece toy to play with. As long as he's swinging 20k with his booster included, then you draw a card. So seeing cards is nice, which means you get to dig for PGs. And of course, we need to play a couple of Melodica Cats to complement the Vocal Chicken. Because we are playing Legions, we have more room to play other stuff in the grade 2s, so we can actually start shaving down those Legion mate counts and those Melodica Cat counts, so that way we have a really optimal grade 2 lineup. You really only need to play 2 of these. Alright, so here is my take on Great Nature. I've officially dubbed this deck Fox McClout. As you guys can see here from the list, I've opted for Hamskaze, and I actually like the 4 of here, so I just decided to cut the Soul Blaster by 1 and rely on my Duckbills more often. Basically kind of filling out this grade 2 lineup with that extra Assistant Wolf, and then in the grade 3s filling out with 1 copy of Leopold and then 4 copies of Tester Fox. I've opted for the 9 draw 4 heal build because I tested stands and they're just, it's good on the high roll, but I really want to try to win with this deck as much as possible, and I found that the draws are more consistent, so I've opted for 9 draw. But I can vouch that like a 5 stand 4 draw on a non-Shot Noir build works really well. If you're going to play the Shot Noir break right every single turn, you can actually make way for 9 stands. So this is my take on the build. Let me know what you guys think of my version of Great Nature. I can vouch this is probably one of the best ways you can play this deck. Yeah, let's get to the games.
Stand up! Vanguard! Stand and draw! Ride! Stand and draw! Ride! どうしようかな。スキル発動。ヴァンガードになドライブチェック。ダメージチェックゲット。ドロートリガー。スタンド&ドロー。ライド。行け。コール。スキル発動。スキル発動。ヴァンガードにアタック。ドライブチェック。ダメージチェック。ヴァンガードにアタック。ダメージチェック。スキル発動。スキル発動。スキル発動。スタンド&ドロー。ライト。ヴァンガードにアタック。ゲット。ドロートリガー。ダメージチェック。スタンド&ドロー。実践こそが科学の礎だ。ライド。魔法科学者テスターフォックス。来い。アタックスキル発動。ダメージチェック。ヴァンガードにアタック発動。ファーストチェック。セカンドチェック。ダメージチェック。アタックスキル発動。ヴァンガードにアタック。ダメージチェック。スタンド&ドロー。 喜びと苦しみを心の糧としシルバーストーンは舞台に上がる。ライトシルバーストーンドラゴンエンプレスヴィーナス・ルティエ。スペリオルコールスキル発動。スキル発動。追いきなさい。コールスキル発動。スペリオルコールコールヴァンガードにアタック。ダメージチェック。スキル発動。スペリオルコールスキル発動。スペリオルコールヴァンガードにアタック。ダメージチェック。ゲットドロートリガー。スキル発動。スペリオルコールヴァンガードにアタック。ゲットドロートリガー。セカンドチェック。ダメージチェック。ヴァンガードにアタック。スタンド&ドロー。コール来いシルクメイト。2つの知識を合わせ敵を翻弄しろ。コール行け。アタック。リアガードにアタック。ヴァンガードにアタック発動。ファーストチェックゲットヒールトリガー。セカンドチェック。ヴァンガードにアタック。ダメージチェック。楽勝